Hey everyone, Susie here. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope all of you all are doing well. We're doing a tag video today, and I haven't done a tag video in a while, and I was just inspired to do this tag video because I saw Little Miss Budget doing this tag video on her channel, and I said, I gotta get in on this because it's an eyeshadow palette lovers tag. And I love eyeshadow palettes. You guys know this. I've downsized on my eyeshadow palettes, but I really would like to get some more. Eyeshadow is my favorite makeup item, hands down. I think it just, you can make a whole look with eyeshadow. Like literally, if I just have my eyeshadow and my mascara and eyeliner, I can like get through the day. So I have the most, in my collection, I probably have the most eyeshadow palettes other than any other makeup item because I love them so much. So I definitely had to get in on this tag, but I do want to shout out Little Miss Budget. So definitely check her channel. I'll link it down below. She's pretty awesome. She creates lots of really cool makeup looks, reviews items. I mean, I just love watching her channel. There's 10 questions in this tag, and if you guys want to get in on the tag, I really would love it if you did. I would love to see your answers as well. So let's get into this. So the first question is a palette I regret I didn't buy. So I could still go out and buy these palettes. Basically, I would say anything from Wayne Goss. I love watching his channel. I think he's just really talented with makeup, and he has some really good looking makeup products in his line, and some of his eyeshadow palettes are amazing. I can't think of the name offhand of the one I really wanted, but it was kind of neutral, had some like shimmers, some neutrals, some stuff you could kind of do like a light smoky eye, and it just was so beautiful. It just, the most beautiful palette, and I just would love to purchase it. I haven't gotten a chance to purchase it yet, but it's definitely on my list. So I can still go out and get it. It's just that, you know, it's been out for a while now, and I really would like to have it. The second question is a palette I regret buying. So one of them I no longer have because I bought it and I regretted buying it so much that I sold it. But the other one is Urban Decay Naked Petite Heat. So you're gonna see a little bit of a trend here because the other product that I got rid of was also an Urban Decay Naked palette. This one is the Petite Heat, so I'm pretty sure everybody remembers Urban Decay Naked Heat. It was like a orangey, brown, red, toned, coppery, you know, toned eyeshadow palette, and this is just basically like a mini version of that. It has a lot of oranges, a lot of browns, and I just never reach for this. I mean, I don't even know why I bought it, really. The orange colors, even though they're pretty, they're just not flattering on me or my complexion. And honestly, this shimmer at the end, which is the only shimmer in this whole palette, the rest of these are mattes, is very, very bad. It's just, there's no, I mean, you can see it there, but look at that. I mean, hardly any shimmer to it at all, hardly any pigmentation, just sad, just sad. The mattes in this are actually pretty decent, but again, I'm so over these orange toned eyeshadow palettes. The other one that I bought that I got rid of was the Urban Decay Naked Wild West palette, which looked so beautiful. It looked amazing. The colors were so just, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have this palette. And I went out and bought it at Ulta, like immediately. I went out and got it as soon as it came out. Tried it, no pigmentation, shimmers were horrible. The mattes weren't much better. I literally used it a few times and it was so lackluster that I just ended up selling it on Poshmark like within a week or two. I mean, I was like, this is horrible. Now they recently had like the cyber whatever version and the colors look beautiful, but I'm like not falling for that again. I'm not falling for it again because this was a disaster and the Wild West palette was a disaster. So I'm not falling for it anymore. I'm not gonna buy them. Now the only one that I really do like is the Naked Cherry, and that one is okay. It's decent, but this and the Wild West palette were garbage. And 3 is a palette I haven't used as much as I thought. So definitely gonna be this ColourPop Sailor Moon collaboration palette. I really bought this because I love Sailor Moon. I thought the color story looked so pretty. I love the packaging. I mean, how freaking cute. Love these colors, but unfortunately, these shimmers are so chalky and so patchy when I apply them. I mean, I haven't tried them with a glitter glue, so I may do that. If you guys have any experience with these, let me know if that helped. The mattes are actually pretty decent in this, but the shimmers are horrible. And even though these colors are just gorgeous, I would love to be able to use this more. The formula is just so, ugh, especially the shimmers, just horrible. Literally, this is like an only for the packaging kind of buy, really, which is actually another question. But yeah, I thought I would use it more. I thought it was really pretty and I would love the colors, but because of the formula, I'm just not reaching for it, and I hang on to it literally only because it has Sailor Moon on top of it. 4 is a palette I used more than I thought. So this is for me gonna be the Friends collaboration with Makeup Revolution. This is the Forever Flawless I'll Be There For You palette. I knew that I was gonna want this just because it was Friends, and I love the cover of this. I just love the couch. Yeah, I love Friends. And you know, the color story is okay. There's some like burgundies, some oranges, some pinks, so I do really like it. And I actually reach for this quite a lot, surprisingly. I didn't think I was going to reach for it as much as I do, but it's just such an easy, convenient palette to use to create so many different kinds of looks, and the colors are actually pretty good. This is actually one of my favorite Makeup Revolution palettes. I think it's actually one of the best ones for me. I just think it is a really good palette. If you guys haven't tried it already, definitely give it a go. My favorite shades are Over Me, which I really like, and I like Dollhouse a lot, and I've used this one a few times. It's more of a chunky glitter, but really like this palette, and I reach for it all the time. 5, my favorite half neutral, half colorful palette. So I'm gonna go with the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons palette. This is a oldie but goodie. I really like it because there's some colorful shades in here, and this pink down here is very bright, but there's also some really nice like skin tony neutral kind of shades that I really enjoy. I really like this shade right here, Cafe Olay, and this one up here, which I think is Molasses Chip. Yeah, really, really like those. The pinks are also really nice in here. These two colors together are beautiful, and I recently have really taken to liking this Earl Grey shade as kind of a like smoky outer wing with the makeup tape. So really like this. It's a great little palette. If you can find it on sale especially, it's super worth it, and I really like it. 6, a palette I bought for the packaging. Definitely makes me think of Too Faced Gingerbread Spice palette. Literally, how cute. I mean, how can you not love that? Also, it smells like gingerbread, or cake, I guess I should say. It smells like cake, and I really do actually reach for this a lot, especially in the fall, but some of these shades are just very flattering like all year round, and I just really like them. So I reach for this quite a lot. I really, really like this shade. I'm almost hitting pan on it. That is, I've used it so much, Spiked Eggnog. Love that shade. Also really like that shade. I don't reach into this one much. I do like this one as well. They're dark and deep, and this one is very pretty with this gold shade, which is Warm and Toasty. Really like this one. So packaging is super cute, but I actually really do like this palette, and I recommend it if you are a fan of these kind of colors. 7 is a palette. I like the shimmers more than the mattes, and at first it took me a minute to think about this, but then I was like, no, I have got the exact palette in mind, and it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Norvina palette. You can get a dupe of this. I think it's made by, oh, they sell it on Amazon, but I can't think of the company right now, but you can buy it on Amazon, and it is very similar in the shade range. Love these shades. I think they're really pretty. I really like the Anastasia Beverly Hills shadows, even though they are a bit powdery. I think they work really well. I like applying them with my finger, especially the shimmers. And especially for this palette, I really like the shimmers more than the mattes. I just think they're very flattering and they look very pretty as a topper. Even this one down here at the end, Drama, it doesn't seem like it would be a very nice topper, but it actually really is. So I really like this. I like the mattes as well in here, but I really like the shimmers even more than the mattes. So this is definitely one of my favorite palettes. And I know a lot of people said they didn't care for that palette. I'm like, I like it. 8 is a palette. I like the mattes more than the shimmers. Okay, definitely going to be this one. This is the Tarte BU Naturally palette. And it's a very, you know, neutral, nude shade kind of palette. But the mattes in this are a lot nicer than the shimmers. I feel like the shimmers are pretty too. They're pretty nice. I mean, considering they're a lot better than the one in the Urban Decay Petite Heat, whatever. Very pretty and all, but I do really like the mattes a little bit better in here, and they're really nice for, you know, blending out like the edges or just kind of using as a transition shade. Really nice. 9 is a palette that happily surprised me. Definitely Juvia's Place. This is the Violets by Juvia's Place. It's one of my favorite palettes that I own. I really want to get more Juvia's Place shadows. They sell these at Ulta, but they also sell them online. And if you guys haven't tried out Juvia's Place, you've got to try it out because they are amazing. These shadows are so pretty. Just one of my favoriteest palettes, and it's a cool tone violet palette, which you don't see a whole lot. A lot of times they're like warm tone violets or very pink. There is one that is a little bit that way, but these are all really nice and cool toned, kind of that icy, frosty lilac and lavender and purple shades, and I just really love it. Very much surprised me. And lastly, a palette with the most interesting color story. Definitely the You Can Be Fruit Pie Filling palette. I mean, for one, it's called Fruit Pie Filling. What a name. And I like the packaging, but so bright, so colorful, so many different kinds of shades. Just love it. This is what I reach for when I want to create a really colorful look. This is what I go for. I absolutely love it. Colors are so beautiful. Yes, wonderful. So those are all of the palettes in this tag. Let me know if you guys have any of these palettes. Do you agree on some of them? Do you disagree on some of them? Or let me know what you think, like what would you put in each category? And as I said, if you guys want to do this tag, please feel free to do so. I'm pretty sure you can find the original version on YouTube. I didn't come up with this tag, but I did see it on Little Miss Budget's channel and I was excited to do it. So hope you guys will try it out too. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, click the notification bell for more videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.